Hey guys, what's up? It's MB. So I apologize if my camera's moving a little bit. I am sitting on my bed and one of the dogs is walking around. Um, anyways, I know I'm quite a bit late for I don't even know what week I'm on, 10 weeks maybe, on testosterone. Um, we have been swamped. We are officially moved up to Chicago. We are, well, kind of. We're staying at my folks' place for about a week, and then our apartment will be ready on the 15th. So we'll be moving in, I think it's next Monday. So we're moving to Oak Park. We're really excited. I love Oak Park. For those of you who are not from the Chicago area and don't know much about the city, Oak Park is really gay friendly, and it's kind of a little city in itself. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of awesome places to eat. Really great architecture. Cool history for the area. So, anyways, not to bore you with that. We'll go to changes. Changes. A lot more hair I've noticed on my body. My stomach's getting a little furrier. I know I'm gonna be kind of really pretty furry. So that's all right. I'll live with it. I'm sure I'll probably shave and wax for a while at some point. But I don't know. Anyways, voice is slowly getting a little bit deeper, kind of every week. Not a huge amount, but enough that over the phone I can pass as a guy. The other evening, Kara and I were packing up the car to start traveling, and there was a guy walking down the road looking for a street just like a block or so beyond us. And like I said, it was kind of evening, and he's like, "Hey, bro, do you know where the street is?" And I was like, "Yeah, man," So I was kind of excited. It was the first time I got, called bro. Not that I'm excited to get called bro, or bra. At least it's better than bra. Hey, bra. Anyways. So, yeah, that was the first time somebody's called me a guy in a while, so that was pretty cool. And, yeah, so I'm a little distracted. I got so much stuff to do today. Kara has a list a mile long, so she's at orientation for work, and so she's doing that. Anyways, a couple things that I think that I missed along the way, I wanted to kind of update on too. I have started my legal name change. I got approved for that. It is running. It is doing the newspaper running thing right now. So in about another, I think 3 weeks, 2.5 to 3 weeks, I should get my approval for the official name change, and it is being changed to Micah Braden. That way I can still go by MB. For those of you who don't know, I don't have a problem sharing my female given name. It was Mary Elizabeth, and I always went by Mary Beth. A lot of my friends always call me MB, and I'm totally cool with that. That's, for me, it's not, eventually I'm sure that I'll probably live stealth, but I'm not one of those who, I'm not ready to give, I don't know if I should say give up, but I'm not ready to give up my female past. I think of it, it's part of me. It's part of what has shaped who I am, and I never regret living as a female. Never. It's an experience that, not everybody, obviously us in the trans community, not everybody has the chance to live as both male and female, and I take that as a little treasure almost. It's an honor to have been able to say that I, have done that, and I think it gives me an advantage in a lot of areas, So anyways, so yeah, that's my name changes going through. That's where that all went to. My name changes going through. Let's see what else. Oh, I did have a phone consultation with Dr. Garamoni, and so Kara and I are just kind of looking at dates when we're going to be moving out of Florida, this and that, with work schedules, and coming up with money. Money's not going to be a problem, I think, to come up with the $500 for the deposit. I think it's more coming up with a date. So, sending over, it's interesting when I sent over the pictures, that I took of myself of my chest. Like, I look at it and I'm like, I mean, I knew I had a big chest. Don't get me wrong, but knowing that I live most of my life right now as a male, Kara's really great. She does a really good job of trying to introduce me as her husband and this and that, with um, at work, and referring to me as he, to the dogs I'm daddy, and just kind of getting used to it. And sorry, I'm checking on my dog. She's making funny noises. Anyways, anyways, looking at the pictures, it's just like, whoa, and even Kara had said last week, that it was kind of weird to see having such large breasts, that, and her looking at me as a male now, it's kind of awkward. That's just kind of what it is. It's just a little bit awkward to see it, but anyway, so that's that. So we're looking for dates for that, and yeah, I got on my bike yesterday for the first time in a while, and rode about. I did a little short ride, maybe about 12 miles. We got a forest preserve right by us, so I biked down to just about to the zoo and back. So like I said, it's about a 12, 13-mile ride. That was fun. It was good to get back on my bike and throw my headphones in and just ride, kind of be in my own world and cycle and that sort of stuff. So that was fun. Other than that, like I said, we're just swamped, just busy with stuff and changing locations, and it's Kara and I are calling this our adventure, our traveling nursing adventure. So we're really, really excited. And so if for some reason, like I said, you don't hear from me quite as often, it's we're swamped in happiness right now, which is a fantastic thing. I know I watch. I don't know. Probably a lot of you guys watch Dade. I know his username is Electric Dade, and I really enjoy watching his videos. So props to you, man. But he talks about how him and his wife Tiff are having a baby, and so they're swamped with happiness as well. So best to you, man. And that's what we're doing. We are just swamped with happiness. We don't have a kid on the way. Don't worry. But we are doing so many different things, so many fun things. We made a list of things we want to do in Chicago. This is my hometown, so I have a list of things that I want to do, being back and that sort of stuff. So I think I'm rambling. I apologize. It's been a while, and I hope everybody's doing great, and I will check back in when I check back in. So again, it's probably more of the same changes that I'm going to be reporting on, more hair, deeper voice, this and that. Good news, I still haven't gotten my period. Not that anybody really wants to know that, but that's change. I think I'm done with that, so that rocks. That's it. I'll be done. Thanks, guys. I'll check back in with you later. If you need anything in the meantime, you know where to contact me or message me. Later.